Without wasting time, let's look at the next question. The next question says, using the given text function on the worksheet, execute the following function. We are going to look at the text that is being provided for us, okay? Let's look at it here. Now, this is the text function that was given, this one and this one. So we are going to see how we'll compute those functions, okay? The length function. Now, for us to compute any function, you first of all enter your equal sign, and let's say length. What does this length function do? Length function calculates the number of characters in a text string, okay? It returns the number of characters in a text string. So the number, and this is the character we are looking at. So it will count all this number and return it to us, okay? Let's press enter. So it's telling us that the length here is what? 15. 15. Let's count it to see if it's exactly 15. We say 1, the first, I hope you are seeing my mouse. 1, or let's count it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, the hyphen 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the space here, we have 3 space before the next hyphen, okay? So it will add the 3 space. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then this one 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the length counts everything on the all the characters and returns the value, okay, including the space within the character, okay, and returns the values. So now let's drag it. Let's say apply the same function here, okay, the same formula. I want you to replicate it here, okay. Here we have 13. How did we get 13? I want you to note one thing. The space here is 5. I gave it 5 space before this aba, so it added the 5 space. It counted 5. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, okay, including the space before the aba. That gives us this 13. Now let's look at the left function. Let's put our equal sign, say left. What does the left function do? Okay, the left function specifies the number of characters from what? From the left of a text to the right, while the right specifies the number of a character from the end of the string, which is the end of the text. It starts from right to left. It starts counting its own from right to left, while left is from left to right, okay. The mid is from the middle number, pending where you want it to start from, okay. So now let's continue. Let's check this out, okay. This has 2 arguments, okay. We are looking at the text here, and now how many characters do you want it to display? We want it to display 3 characters, the first 3 characters, okay. So it has displayed the first 3 characters. If you want it to display the first 4 characters or 5 characters, you indicate it there, okay. You indicate it. So now I want it to display the first 3 characters, and then we now drag it down, okay. We say one same here. Yes, do you know why we have an empty space here? It's because it has displayed the first 3 characters, and the first 3 characters on this text is an empty space, because here this empty space we have 5 characters here, which is empty. So it has taken 3 already, remaining 2 which is still empty. So for us to know exactly what we are saying, let's change this one to 6. Let's change it to 6 and see, okay. Now it has added the 5 empty space plus this one, making 6. So it is now displaying the 6 characters for us, okay. If we say okay, display 7 characters, it has displayed the 7 characters for us, okay, including the space, okay, means 7. That is why it's returning this for us, okay. Now let's quickly look at this. Right, Note that this formula and this one is different. This one returns 3 characters, while this one is returning 7 characters. Okay, so now let's look at the right. Let's say right. Okay, so the right now we count from the last text. Okay, from this, let's click on the text. This is the text. So what do we want? How many characters do we want it to return? Let's say 3 and see what happens. Okay, so now we want it to return 3. So it's counting from here, 1, 2, 3. So this is the 3 character it has returned. Now let's drag it down. Dragging it down, replicating the same formula here is now, we now have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so return 3 characters. If you want it 4, you change here to 4, it will now return 4 characters. Okay, let's look at the mid. Let's say equal to mid. Mid here has 3 arguments. Okay, the first argument says the text, which is this one we are looking at. Now where do you want the text to start from? Because we are not starting from the beginning, neither are we starting from the ending, because this is mid. Okay, so we want it to start from the 6th character. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's say from the 5th character, 5, which is this. Then how many characters do you want it to display? Let's say 3. Okay, and press and enter. So it has displayed 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's drag this down and see what happens. Okay, so this one, it has also displayed the first 3 characters. Okay, this is it, starting from the 5. Note, we have 5 empty space here, and it's now using one of the empty space, that is why you see this empty space here, 1, and the letter A, 2, letter B, 3. So it's 3 characters you are seeing here, because there is already an empty space which is counted as 1 character. So it has displayed the 3 characters for us. Okay, now let's look at trim. What does trim does? If there is any space, okay, if there is any space in our text, the trim will remove the space, additional space. Okay, let's see, trim this. I want you to trim this. Now this is what we have. It has removed the space here, allowing just 1 space to be there. If there is much space in between the text, it will trim and allow 1 space. Okay, allow 1 space. Okay, now let's drag this down to see what happens. Dragging this down, you see that 5 space before our letter has been trimmed. So that is how trim works. So any space before a letter, the trim will remove it entirely. But if the space is between the text, it will remove it, allowing just 1 space. Okay, so that is it about trim. Now let's quickly look at our date and time. There is a function to return your date and time, and that function is now. Okay, you type in equal to, you say now. Now click on it, press your enter. You see, you have automatically returned the date and the time. It has been displayed. Okay, now if you want just the date, you can set equal to today. Okay, press your enter key. So we have gotten the date for today. Okay, just today. So now there is a shortcut key to date and time. Maybe you want to get just the time and you want to use it on your table, or you want the date, just the date. You want a shortcut key, you don't want to go through this process. The function, you can always click on shift, control shift, and then semicolon. You get the exact time. Okay, this is the time currently now. So if you want to get the date, you also do control and the semicolon. It gives you the date. That is the shortcut key to get your date. But if you don't want this date, you can always format it. If you want a different format, you can do that. Okay, just click on it, come to this place where you have your number group, click on it, then select any of this. Look at the date, click on it and select any of this. Let's select this format. So any format you chose, it has told us that today is Friday 15th March 2024. Okay, that is the format. So whichever format you want, you can do that. If you want to go about it using your function, you can as well also click on the function key. Maybe you click on a cell, you say equal to, then you go to your function and also select whatever function you want to use and say okay, and impute your arguments on it. Okay, maybe as time goes on, we'll be using more of this. Okay,
thanks for being with me thus far, and ensure you don't miss out in our next class. Share this link to everyone around you so they can be part of this free online training. If you don't need this package today, remember that others might, as more educational content will keep reaching you from this channel. Once again, I remain Deborah from Devitech. Don't fail to subscribe for notification on our upcoming videos. Thanks and bye for now.